Michigan's native elk herd had disappeared from the state by around 1875. When 7 elk were taken from western states and brought to Wolverine, Michigan in 1918 to reintroduce a population, they found young forests in what is known today as the Pigeon River Country State Forest. By 1939, those 7 had become 300 to 400 elk, and by 1958, those numbers had grown to around 1,000. As numbers grew, so did the area they occupied, and complaints started to come in of too many elk in some areas.
I was very small. The town we lived in, we had elk that came right into town. My mother had to call a neighbor to come to our house and take my sisters and I down the street because there were elk on both sides of the street, and we were a little intimidated by those.
To help manage the numbers and locations of elk, the first Michigan elk hunt was held in 1964 and 65, when the estimated numbers were at 1,500. Since 1984, regulated hunting has been used annually to maintain a healthy elk population with a goal population of 500 to 900 elk. And thanks to the conservation efforts of hunters to maintain a stable elk herd, along with dedicated management of the forest including timber harvest, planted openings, and prescribed burns, wildlife viewing enthusiasts are welcome to make 2018 the first year of their annual viewing trip to Northeast Michigan. An elk viewing guide and a full tank of gas is a great way to spend the day in Pigeon River Country State Forest. Along the way, notice the towns, the businesses, and everyone who is elk proud. The fall breeding season is a great time to view elk because they are more active. Male elk are very vocal in the fall and will bugle to communicate to the females and other males in the area. Trips around this time can result in great viewing and the chance to hear a majestic elk in person.
Bugling just, it almost makes your hair stand up on the back of your neck. It is so cool. I recommend a lot of people should get out in the woods around here and listen for it.
Won't you join the state of Michigan in celebrating 100 years of Michigan's wild elk?